So when I think about our fall offense, I think of two things. One, that we're very handler dominated, meaning that our handlers can reset the disc at infinite, and if anything, they could probably march their way all the way down the field and eventually score if they wanted to. The second thing I know about our fall offense is that we have very strong initiating cuts from the force side. We talked a lot about this scenario right here about clearing the space and how we're going to attack this space with conviction. This means that we're going to meet defense where they're at and either outskill them or outpower them to get a throw to the force side. So with the concepts of a handler-dominated offense and strong initiating cuts, I want to go over this point from the showcase game where we play this offense about as good as I think we are ever going to play it. We start with the disc centered on the field, and we have Nathan recognize that he has all this strong space because his defender's right here. So we're going to get an attack into the strong space and a nice throw. And we are even going to get a continue cut. And then we have another continue cut. However, we're being conservative. We look off, and then we're going to center the disc. Notice how after we center the disc, we kind of stutter here. And we don't, there's some confusion here on who gets the throw next. We have handlers crashing back. This is kind of exploring the limits of this offense, of a handler-dominated system, how the cutters downfield sometimes don't know when the handler wants to look upfield. But eventually, we go back to our system where everything settles, and then we'll have Sam have a strong initiating cut from static, because we're going to say that the defense is kind of regrouped, offense is regrouped, and we're just going to do back to our cookie cutter fall offense. We don't see anything upfield, so we reset. Very good. We're switching the field here. Now that we switched the field, you'll notice once again how our offense kind of stutters and stalls. We're forced to make a throw and get bailed out. So we just gained a bunch of yards. However, once again, our offense kind of stutters. We don't really know. And we go into our reset, which is good. Our handles are able to reset the disc. And even here, we're resetting the disc. And then Nathan is doing a good job at getting open. We'll go back again. Here's basically our offense. We're cutting from static. The disc is moving here. This is a one-on-one matchup, and we're winning it. And it's a fair fight in the sense that defense should know to guard that. Same here, one-on-one matchup, fair fight. Go back to handle movement, and then we're looking for now our initiating cut. Don't see it, so we go back to handle movement, and then another strong initiating cut. Look up field with another strong initiating cut. So you notice how here things get static and then we attack. And then we'll watch Stephen here. Things get static and then we attack. So some of the cons about this fall offense are that it's not very efficient in the sense that we are very disjointed and we're kind of starting and stopping these processes a lot. Another thing is that taking these fair fights against equal matchups, they become coin flips. And in a game like Ultimate where offense should be the one winning consistently, taking coin flips means that we're just losing outright. So in the spring, I want us to learn more about how to keep our flow and how to take the fights that aren't fair, take the unfair fights. This pretty much breaks down to us reading the flow of the field and clearing out space for each other that way. So, in this example, we have the disc starting here, and then we're going to see it swing this way. Now, this is where, in a sense, we've been naturally taught to throw it to the other handle and then attack upfield. Handlers stay in the handle space, cutters stay in the cutter space. What we're going to change instead is as this disc is in the air, we're going to have this handler clear out And now all of a sudden we can see how this is our unfair fight. How this defender is now exposed and we can attack this way. Before I continue discussing what our spring offense will look like, I want to address something important. In this video, I'll be showing examples of our handlers stalling our offense or cutters being indecisive. I want to provide some context on why this might be happening. In the fall, I actively encouraged handlers to auto-strike and retrieve the disc. And while this approach had its merits and some success, I now realize that I might have made it harder for downfield cutters to get involved as handlers were cutting off their opportunities. To show that I'm not immune to this issue, I wanted to share a video of me doing the exact same thing. Where here we're on a flat side reset scenario where I get the disc, I center, and then I auto strike into a space that could have been used by a downfield cutter. Not only am I cutting off a continue cut, but also this scenario here could have been easily guarded by a switch. At the time, I really enjoyed this handler movement, and it's something I emphasized for you guys in the fall. Moving forward, I want us to reflect on these clips and examples as opportunities to improve our offense even more and play an even higher level of the game so we can meet our goals in the spring.